April 19th, 2016. This is Becky Lewis in Central Indiana. Just checking out the sunset here, friends. It's about 8 p.m. and it has been actually pretty red for over an hour. So I decided I'd just go on ahead and come down here and see what I can see. But while I'm here, friends, I want to touch bases on my previous video, my exit ramp follow-up video, because there were some people that were highly offended and didn't even bother listening past the first point where they were offended to find out that what I'm defending is the truth. The bigger truth. The more of what's available that isn't being obtained by people, and a lot of people don't even know is available. So I have to take a minute to address that. Hang on, there's some beams going up right there. I just want to catch that. It's really pretty. But anyway, I just want to address that for a minute, because when people are offended by something and they don't even finish listening to what is being said, I mean, how can you base your offense and then your comment, which is offensive, on something that you haven't even heard the rest of? I mean, seriously, friends, this is exactly kind of the point that I was making. And when people are basing their judgments onto another person based on what that person has to say about something, and then don't even listen to the rest of it, well, that kind of points to exactly the point I was making. And that is, people are too judgmental before they even have the facts. And they don't even know what you're trying to convey. They hear one thing that offends them and goes, challenges their belief. When you challenge people's belief on anything, then they get offended. I don't care if it's religion, politics, personal belief systems, lifestyles, whatever it is. When you challenge people's beliefs, they sometimes become quite offended without ever even listening to the rest of the facts or the rest of what someone is trying to say. So I just want to say to anyone out there who was offended by my video and did the whole, I'm not going to listen to anymore, can't hear anymore, oh, she's going against the Bible and all this stuff. Well, if you didn't even finish listening to what I had to say, then you have made an error in judging as exactly the way I was pointing out. So please forgive if I have offended someone by what I had to say. But friends, we all have an opinion. We all have our own experiences. We all have different things that happen to us in our lives. And for those of us who feel close to the Spirit in whichever way we do, and we feel compelled to say things or bring certain things out, then isn't it just a terrible, terrible shame? And worse, not to speak your mind when it's put on your heart that deeply. So if I offended anyone who thinks that I was speaking against the Bible, then you didn't hear the rest of what I was trying to say. And not to mention that whole video was not even about that. That was just included. So, but the point is to judge things before you even have all the information, and then you act on that judgment, and go and say all kinds of things to someone who are, hurtful or just really not thinking if you haven't listen to what was said and your comment is based on something you haven't even heard, I consider that unthinking and irresponsible, really, because it spreads a lot of negativity before you even know what you're talking about or making your complaint on. So friends, that's it on that. I want to leave that alone. Really. I just want to check out the rest of this beautiful sunset here. If the dog will stop barking. Thank you. Anyway, friends, I may just let this run for a minute, and if it turns out to be something really nice, I'll probably just cut it off and leave it as a separate video. But the beams coming up do look pretty cool. Okay. Oops. That's pretty interesting looking. For real. Look, it looks like a little snail up there crawling around or something. Okay, to all you people who actually see things in the clouds, I finally see a creature. It's a snail. Sorry, but I'm just one of those people who have never been able to see actual creatures and things up there that people see. And I know a lot of people who see them, so. But that hasn't been my experience, friends. Looks pretty cool. Okay, well, I want to get a couple of snapshots and I'll be back. Bye for now.